Hello, welcome to the fourth animation commentary, and it's for which used to be the most popular animation until the others came along. And yeah, this was what I think was the first animation of my second year at college, and yeah, very different brief. Yeah, so for this one, yeah, we're given a collection of we're given a choice of songs, which yeah, they are very under the radar bands. It's rock all in this case, and um, sorry, what was I going to say? Yeah, so yeah, just a selection of choices, and yeah, because yeah, they asked permission, to get hold of the music to make yeah, music videos out of them. I remember a couple of people asking other acquaintances, to do, you know, music videos for them instead of going for the choices, which was allowed. Um, but yeah, no, me and my group didn't necessarily have that, unfortunately. But um, although yeah, in the end we were pretty pleased with the song choice we've gone for at the end. Um, Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, so yeah, that's the first, arguably the first ever group project. Yeah, I don't remember any because we did like group work during task lessons, but yeah, not coursework. I don't think, not even a written one. And yeah, we used pre-production to try and share the roles and yeah, just doing as much as possible. But when it came to me in group work, I was almost doing as much as possible. Granted, I don't quite remember um, who did what. Um, yeah, because I think I did a good amount. Um, this year I was just very keen to get this completed. I think I was even rendering this in the last couple of days. Yeah, just each scene and just put it all together. And I think it did just take overnight. Yeah, just leaving the laptop overnight in my room. And so yeah, and yeah, I did render my laptop overnight whilst sleeping. It's a work method that's fine. It worked all right for me because I wake up with other things anyway. So yeah, if anything, if I like wake up at 5 instead of my normal time of 7, I could just double check if it's still going, and if it is, then cool. But if not, then I could just quickly get it going again. Although that's more of another story. But yeah, this was just done at one night, which is fine. But yeah, let's break down how the song goes with the music video. So we have a bit of a curtain thing, which is a neat idea. I wonder if you did that one. So yeah, I just don't know. Oh yeah, the text was done by somebody else, and I think I drew all the cats and even the lady as well. It's not too bad of a design, a bit over detailed, but yeah, I like the simplicity. And the cats are fine. They're either too simple or a bit off. Even that brown one isn't very. Yeah, they're meant to be legs. um, yeah, yeah, they're a bit mixed. But yeah, it's a good transition. And there goes Paul over there. Paul's on the TV as well. And not to, yeah, I think this is the first animation where I managed to form like I forgot what it's called. It's like a glowing effect where outline something and then it's like a solid glowing color. You see this better in here where where it's darker and it actually shines, which looks partially nice despite how um, a bit it's a tad messy and not very professional. I kind of feel like it works with um, like the quickness of the track, but even then, just compared to other music videos that were done during the brief, yeah, they looked far more professional. Um, but we did our best, with the skills we got, that's for sure. And yeah, and I think my group was about 4 people when everyone else was 3. I might be wrong though. Anyway, yeah, so the puppet tool being used again. The sporadic nature has a bit more purpose, unlike the first animation. Still a tad off though. But yeah, she's moved with a couple of keyframes, to move the entire body. And mostly, I think most of the cats are rotating back and forward, even with a puppet tool going up and down, so it's a bit more momentum with each turn they do. So that's a cool detail. But then you have the brown one on the left, he's just rumbling about. What rumbling about? That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. Then there's the 2 on the bottom right that are just circling, and not to mention the white one on the left. It's I'm just chucking like a sporadic effect, so it's just shaking, which I kind of find funny. But yeah, a song about a cat lady, and yeah, it's definitely invaded by cats. There's even a portrait there, and then there's like some cat theming here. Nah, it's just the cafe really. And oh yeah, if you wonder why there's like white bits on top of the feet here, it's because instead of using the eraser, I was using the paint, like a white paintbrush. So yeah, that's why she looks like she just have like napkins on her feet, which is maybe part of the style. Who knows? Um, so yeah, it's a bit overcoloured as well. It doesn't have the most consistent colour scheme. Yeah, nah, definitely not. It's like the bold style, which helps tie it with an occasional outlining at times, but yeah, it's not the best. Also, yeah, most of these, yeah, the cat lady hasn't faded out properly, unlike the other characters. Um, yeah, even the dog fades out properly. Yeah, this is a iris transition, I think. Yeah, it's a effect that's like already there, but how it's used then, I like it enough. And Paul is fades out of the telly, and there's also I think the arrows just to help with the lyrics. Yeah, and there's a MER thing there just coming in and out, just emphasising the cat theme, I suppose. But yeah, once again, yeah, there's just a lot of pre-production to be done. And was there a presentation? No, I don't think there was a presentation here. But yeah, I said that reminds me. There's one presentation I really like. I hope I still have it. Anyway, yeah, so it's just houses and oh yeah, see, she doesn't wear shoes. That's part of the song. Is that meant to be? Oh, it's a shoe shiner. Okay, yeah, but she just kind of kicks away, and you just perform some notes. Um, I can still say something like that. But yeah, it's just going along with the puppet toys used to create some kind of walking effect. I think I had not only did my family like it at the time, but I think the college, class, because we were watching this on like a stereo room with a big screen, so it's a tad humiliating to watch all our creations in that way, but um, yeah, but yeah, it's just just get an occasional laugh there every now and again. Yeah, it kind of still makes me titter because he's just like, it's just she's invading his personal space. But yeah, because the rest is an instrumental, so I think all of us were just trying to find out ways to like fill the time, because you didn't have to fill the entire run time, but I think we're the only ones who did. Yeah, despite taking a bit long, not to mention the dog would have been better at the front. Yeah, absolutely. And the puppet tool is nah, his arm's too stretched. At least the stroking's there, and but not to mention it's like a dog reference to his show, so that's nice. I don't know what kind of dog, but could be like a sausage dog with like massive legs, who knows. Oh, and the tongue moves as well with the puppet tool. Yeah, the puppet tool's really showing off. And yeah, the tree doesn't really, yeah, none of these, uh, the boldness fits, but nothing much else, especially with the tree just having these white outlines. Yeah, it's just made out of rectangles. Shouldn't have been black or plain. And but yeah, so the more text here. Paul's enjoying the dog. Oh yeah, by the way, because there's no like stopping keyframes, you can see there's Paul's like constantly moving here. Yeah, just like going too stretchy. I just remember trying to fix it and it just wasn't really working. Regardless, it's another funny comedic moment where it is like, wonder what's going on, because as you see on the left, the cat's hiding behind the tree and there's a small jump scare. Hang on, that's a green screen, I think. Yeah, it is, yeah, that thing. At least it's matching with his head well, but a bit cheap for me to do that. And then, yeah, I used to forget about the cat lady. They look like have a bit of a fight, which is a bit awkwardly done. Yeah, just too stretched once again. And he rides on the dog. It's very cheap humour, but it's yeah, he even like jumps on like too slowly. I guess that like once again the bendiness almost works, especially if it's just meant to be like a, oh, I don't know, because the other animations that the rest of the people did, with to both classes in that year, yeah, they were done so, yeah, they're just sort of far more professional, but at least it's fun, amusing, and yeah, it did have the most views, yeah, because I wasn't really keeping track of my views because I did decide to make them public, the animations anyway, to make them more accessible with the teachers and that. And but yeah, this one having the most views. Yeah, it was just it could have been some of my family members. Anyway, Paul's gone with the dog, and um, yeah, and then she's walking with her cats again, and then it just transitions into, is it another iris effect? No, more like a triangle. Okay, and yeah, it's a ball rolling, followed by your just credits. Yeah, not very redundant credits really. It was just once again just fill out the runtime and yeah, just saying all directed by this, written by this. I think the only different credit is the song. Obviously originals song being done by Rockall, and yeah, I remember us doing. There started not being much about them. Um, yeah, we did some research and seeing how we can represent it. And I guess if they were like a quirky band with this quirky song, then the style kind of matches with that. But once again, it is just cheap at times. Yeah, it's just like a bit more forgivable compared to like my first two animations. Yeah, this one actually, well, I guess the stop motion had cuts too, but that's different. But at least in After Effects, we knew how to do one scene and transitions, new settings, bump tools a bit better. There's more movement. The glowing effects are new, more opacity effects, and just able to create funny moments. Granted, some people are laughing at the post-it note thing when they'll get attacked by the Bakugan figure, but yeah, it was just a moment in time where just kept watching this, especially with the family members in that, and yeah, it was just yeah, just a fun little era until the next things came along, or the next animation things. Anyway, I personally prefer solo animated projects, but the group ones got easier over time, both in college and uni, and yeah, yeah, it worked at the end. Yeah, because even if there is just bit more speeding up at the end, you try to get it before the deadline, because I often like enough time before. But at least it's made it, because yeah, I was just trying to neat these. Yeah, that's what the remaining time was on. That I remember, and just some keyframe problems. Yeah, just when making some errors a bit too slow at times. Anyway, so that's the animation for this one, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.